Number 3? I am searching me, Lieutenant. Mr. M was making it harder to get a slab in the morgue than it is to get a room in a hotel. The papers are calling him mysterious, Mr. M, now. Yes, by way of letting us know that it's our job to take the mystery out of him. 3 small-time crooks who haven't double-crossed anyone, found in the river, one after the other. Why?
M stands for maniac, I'd say. Judging by the coroner's report.
Hold him back on me, eh?
These are facts we're not giving to the newspapers for a while, Kirby. Those 3 men weren't drowned. They were all killed and thrown in the drink afterwards.
Brains paralyzed.
More paralysis in the first than in the second. Least of all in the third.
Caused by some chemical, the traces of which our chemists can't identify.
Mystery chemical plus mysterious Mr. M equals what?
Well, that's what we've got to find out. How's it going?
Now that our experiments have shown us how to use this mixture properly, we're all set.
And with the police looking for the mysterious Mr. M?
Inventing that name to send him on a wild goose chase was a swell idea, Mr. Waldron.
One of my cleverest. It also covers our experiments. While the police are looking for the make-believe M, we'll be busy with the man we want.
When shall Dr. Kittridge disappear?
Get him here as soon as you can, Derek.
Check that with the bunker squad. It may be a lead.
I said Kittridge.
You say he bought a ticket to Washington, but nobody saw anyone like him at the station?
Yeah, this is Blair, Dan Blair, Chief of Homicide.
Kirby Walsh, report. Go ahead.
No, missing persons isn't handling the Kittridge disappearance. We are at the request of Washington.
All right, I'll call you back.
No, Dr. Kittridge.
You're quite right, Dr. Kittridge. I am Mr. M. And I want your submarine engine.
You're not the only one.
Probably not. But I'm going to show you why you can't help giving it to me. I'm the man who'll guide you, who controls you. You understand, Archer?
I understand, Mr. M.
When you regain consciousness, you'll remember nothing of what has happened between the time you were given Hypnotreme and now. But when that clock strikes 4, you'll do exactly as you've been instructed.
Exactly.
That's another point, Dr. Kittridge. Under the influence of Hypnotreme, no one ever lies. Now do you understand, Dr. Kittridge?
One injection of Hypnotreme and you'll tell us what we want to know. Or do as we say.
That is unless the police catch up with you first, because I was expected in Washington this morning.
If anything happens to Kittridge, we stand to lose one of the greatest inventions of all times.
Are you sure he's got what he claims?
Why not? He's one of the country's foremost scientists.
Yes, I know. But this submarine engine he's invented sounds fantastic.
All I know is what he's written me. But if it will run underwater without batteries...
Submarines could ride out any storm. The ocean's always calm at 50 feet deep. But he says he's got an engine that will develop 30 knots. 30.
They could build submarines as large as ocean liners. The fact that Dr. Kittridge has disappeared proves, in my opinion, that his invention is practical.
Oh, yes, gentlemen. What is it you wish to know about my new submarine engine?
Is it merely plans on paper, or are you actually building it?
It is being built at various plants by a variety of factories. Secretly.
That means those plants don't know what it is they're working on.
Where will it be assembled?
At my own shop. The original master plan is there too, incidentally. In the safe.
Where is your shop? It's not a Hypnotreme reaction. That's his heart. I'll fix it.
Your shop. Where is it?
Precision Tool Works.
It's too late. You should have checked his heart. Don't put an M tag on him. Drop him in some street and let the police think he died of a heart attack. We'll pick up Brock and investigate the Precision Tool Works.
This is the only thing I found on the desk that might help us. Your specifications for the mechanical control device have been received. You will hear from me in due course. Signed, James Farrell, Nord Manufacturing Company.
Keep it. How about you, Brock?
I don't have to blow this job. I can figure its combination.
Good. Derek and I'll be waiting in the car.
Just the blueprints for the submarine, that's all you want, huh?
Yeah, that's all. Brock wasn't going to blow that safe.
All building's on fire.
Probably fixed so nobody could open up a Kittridge. Lucky we have that lead to the Nord Company.
What's going on here?
Who are you?
The name's Farrell.
Hey, Kirby, the guy we're looking for just came in.
What do you know about that? Grant! So you're out of the service at last? Yes, but I didn't know the police were after me.
Well, the name fooled Rogan. It's Jim we're trying to locate. He hasn't been seen for a week.
Oh, well, he's off and away on business longer than that.
I know, but that isn't the case this time. The Nord Company asked us to locate him.
Through the homicide squad instead of the Bureau of Missing Persons? What's up, Kirby?
Do you know anything about our local sensation, the mysterious Mr. M?
Yes, that's why I'm in town. But I didn't expect Jim to be mixed up in the affair.
Well, he may not be, but we're not taking any chances.
Sleeping like a baby. Farrell doesn't know he told you anything.
No, he doesn't. When he comes out of it, he won't remember anything we don't want him to.
So we can figure on the basis of the strange chemical that M was responsible for Kittridge's death. And we know the motive.
No wonder Washington is interested, and Mr. M, too. We had no idea that Kittridge had such an invention. Yeah?
Miss Clinton's here to see you, Captain.
Have her come in.
Oh, I can come back later, Captain Blair.
Nonsense. Come in. You're always welcome, Shirley. Miss Clinton, Grant Farrell, Jim's brother.
How do you do?
Oh, we're also terribly worried about Jim.
Yes, so am I, Miss Clinton.
Shirley's an insurance investigator. She's been a lot of help to us on various occasions.
Thanks, Kirby. I ran across a policy covering the Precision Tool Works. It's made out to a Mr. Goodhue, but Dr. Kittridge is one of the beneficiaries.
Well, I hate to say this, Grant, but that ties your brother in with M.
How?
The Nord people told us that Jim was working on some sort of a special gadget for the Precision Tool Company.
There's also an extraordinary clause in the policy. If the plant should be destroyed owing to an explosion of the safe, the company isn't liable.
Then Goodhue's real name should turn out to be Kittridge. I'd say that was his way of protecting the master plan we want. Jim's probably involved, all right.
What in the world are you talking about?
You'll learn about that later. Right now, we'd like to know who the other beneficiaries are on that insurance policy.
There's only one, Cornelia Waldron.
Do you know anything about her?
She's a local celebrity.
And an extremely nice, wealthy old lady. She's a recluse now, but she used to be a society leader.
Do you know her personally?
Yes, but I haven't seen her for some time.
Can you get me an appointment with her for tonight?
Well, I can try. Mrs. Waldron, this is Grant Farrell.
It's a pleasure, Mrs. Waldron.
Thank you. Marina, meet Mr. Farrell. This is Miss Lamont and her brother Derek.
How do you do?
Well, why don't we all sit down?
Thank you.
Even though Marina and Derek aren't relatives, I like to think of them as my own. They've been such a comfort to me.
Mrs. Waldron, we're here because you are co-beneficiary with Dr. Kittridge on a policy for the Precision Tool Works.
Am I indeed? It's the first I've heard of it, I assure you.
Didn't Dr. Kittridge confide in you?
Dr. Kittridge was a man who confided in no one.
Did he ever mention anyone who might have been associated with him in business?
Not that I can remember. Even though he felt grateful to me for financing his education, Did he ever say anything to you, Derek?
No, not a word.
Oh, what is it, Jerome?
A telegram from Mrs. Waldron.
Shall I open it, Grandma?
Why, dear? I'm not an invalid.
What is it, Grant?
From Mr. M. A threat against Mrs. Waldron, but this telegram didn't come from a regular office. Homicide Bureau, please.
Calling all cars. Attention all cars. Special emergency at number 1 Waldron Terrace. Report to Kirby Walsh. Kirby Walsh, number 1 Waldron Terrace.
We've thrown a cordon around the estate, Grant. Nobody get near the place. Pull those drapes.
I'll help.
What's this?
It's Grandma's bedtime snack.
Jerome always serves it every night at 9 o'clock.
No one's to eat any of this food. It'll be sent to the police chemist to be analyzed.
Wait a minute. Is that an extension?
In the hall.
Martin, watch the hallway. Hello?
This is the mysterious Mr. M. Tell Mrs. Waldron, will you please, that all the police of the city couldn't prevent her death when the clock chimes 9.
Is Mrs. Waldron all right?
She wasn't here.
Just a fainting spell.
Take me to my room, my dear.
Is it safe now, Mr. Farrell?
Well, yes, for tonight at least.
Thank you.
The emergency autopsy on the Waldron's butler proved that your hunch was right, Grant. Traces of the same strange chemical were found in the body that were found in Kittridge and in those other 3.
Yes, and now we know what it's used for.
You do, I don't.
Jerome was a trusted servant, and yet he tried to kill Mrs. Waldron when she was heavily guarded and at a particular time.
You mean the effect of the chemical is hypnotic?
Yes. And what if Mr. M has Jim and is using that chemical on him to make him tell what he knows about Kittridge?
There's a signal for you.
Now, watch this, Sergeant. Everything worked out all right. Police should be more than ever convinced now that there is such a person as M. What did you want me for?
Marina and I thought we should have a conference.
How is my grandmother?
You'd never know she's under the influence of Hypnotreme. But if she ever comes out of it, Anthony...
She'll never forgive it.
Especially the weeks I held her prisoner while you and Derek perfected the stuff.
She's on a diet of Hypnotreme then, as long as she lives. What did you two want me for?
About Grant Farrell being on the case.
He has a personal motive for solving it, and besides, he's an ace investigator.
Why worry about that? Jim Farrell's under the influence of Hypnotreme. Why not let him remove Grant Farrell for us, along with himself? Come on, Derek, we'll go down and take care of that right away. Who put this in here?
What is it?
A record. Look at this note attached. This record contains a message of vital importance for Anthony Waldron. Anthony Waldron. Except you two and Archer, who knows I'm alive? All right, come on, play it.
The police think you're dead, Anthony Waldron. After hiding for years in Africa, you returned secretly, bringing Hypnotreme with you. Marina and Derek knew about Dr. Kittridge's new submarine engine, and you three became allies. Continue as you are for the present, but obey me when I send you orders, or the police will be told everything. From now on, I am the mysterious Mr. M.
Let me see that record.
What good does that do? The mysterious Mr. M's right. He's got us where he wants us. Frankly, I'm frightened.
Well, I'm not.
What can you do unless whoever it is shows himself?
Obey him till we get the Kittridge engine. Then he'll show himself. And we've got Hypnotreme. I'll wake him now and cue him for 12 o'clock.
What about contacting Grant Farrell?
We'll condition Jim to take care of that for us, too.
So that's all there was to my disappearance, Grant. I was worn out, I needed to get away, and I did. I went up to Silver Lake Lodge. You didn't meet anyone named Kittridge, did you? Kittridge? No. Why do you ask? Oh, nothing, Jim. Forget it. You know, I haven't seen you in a long time. You look sort of run down. You don't think a doctor's examination, a blood test, perhaps, might be in order? Now what? Let's go home. But I've got to check the control room first. We've got circuits there that you can't monkey with. Coming? Oh, sure, Jim. Let's go.